Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a short encouragement from my home to yours. Today, looking at Psalm 66. Now, we don't know who wrote this or exactly when it was written, but it seems like it was coming out of what had been a hard time not too long before that. Because they say things like, wow, God sustained our life, but it felt like we were almost about to fall. We were like silver that was being refined, going through the fire. I also felt like we were going through water. We were being trampled down by people. Felt like we were in prison. All these things that say this felt like a tough time, but God has brought us out of it. And then the line that gets me is when they say, "Now I am going to fulfill my vows, these promises that I made when I was in trouble." And the psalmist is saying that they're going to bring offerings, and they're also just telling people. It says, "Come, listen what God has done for us. Listen to what God has done for me, how He's saved us. Listen to the goodness of God." So, sharing that story seemed to be important. Now, how do I bring that to now? If I look at what's happening around the world, at least in the country I'm living in right now, just in this last week, the government has shared a little more about how they're going to start easing restrictions going forward and timelines for that. And so it looks like we're starting to walk out of some of the corona lockdown stuff, tentatively. So we'll see what happens with that. But as it's starting to feel like, oh, okay, it makes me think, how many prayers have people prayed, if I don't die through this process, God, this is what I'll do? Or people saying, God, if you just get me through this, I promise whatever that was. Maybe you were one of those people, maybe not. But if you did, here's my recommendation. Keep your promises to God. Don't forget that He has brought you through. If you prayed and asked for that, remember it. That was something. I was sitting at the dinner table tonight with my boys and we were praying. Just one of the thoughts that came to my mind is, God, may we have good memories and grateful hearts. Not a bad memory that doesn't like remember things, but may we have memories that remember what we said, remember what we promised to God, and follow through on it. So hopefully you'll go be someone who keeps your promises.